Do it.
You know what I'm
Let's do it.
saying? So the most prominent topic right now that's going on, man, is this
What's
Diddy
that?
situation, bro.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Diddy,
I be
man.
want to talk about shit. Let's go.
How you feel about it, man? Like we know, we read the whole lawsuit situation. It was a lot of stuff that was alleged, man. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
stuff that was alleged, down from the physical abuse to the her saying that he hired multiple male escorts to damn near run trains on it. And as he watches in the corner, beating off and bro, just crazy stuff that you would never think a mogul like Diddy is capable of. So my thing is, one, do you believe the allegations? Why not? Don't you believe the allegations? And then we can have a conversation about it.
All right, so I halfway believe the allegations. I just can't find it in my mind to make sense of all that shit that was going on. But some of it I could see being true. That's how I feel about a lot of stories that come out. I feel like it's some truth in this, but it may be exaggerated for salaciousness or to get whatever point across they're trying to get to. That's how I feel like most of the stuff. But I think it's some truth to that shit. But plus I've been hearing a lot of stories about Diddy. Like so many things always point to him doing some wild shit, saying some wild shit, and it just start to make sense over time. And then that's how I can go from that point. But it's just I would say this: it ain't nothing concrete enough for somebody to go to jail over. But if he find himself that is worth paying, then it may be some shit done. That's where I come from that point. I don't think it's some if the evidence not enough for us to know for sure he got to go to jail, but the civil lawsuit end up going that way, then it may be something. It got to be something done, in my opinion, bro.
That was actually the iffy part to me about it is that like there's a lot of allegations like from the abuse like we what I'm saying, the abuse is one thing, you go to jail for just abusing a female, then there was the R that supposed R that he did to her in her house. Like my whole thing is, man, I ain't gonna lie, I believe it. Like if you want to know, do I believe it or not believe it, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I believe it. Reason why is I've been hearing these rumors for years. You know what I mean? You've been hearing rumors about Diddy and the weird stuff he into for years. None of this is kind of new. Like, now the whole, a lot of it was more based on his sexuality, him being, you know what I mean, gay or not. But a lot of them other rumors kind of came about where Diddy like to have what is it, harem of women. Like he like to have a bunch of women that he could kind of just play with, have them like, a woman in each city. Which I ain't gonna lie, if I had Diddy money, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm not mad at him for having a couple females. But what you choose to do to them is a little bit. That's what just get me a little bit. It's the stuff that you doing to them, like, you know what I mean? Like, you got the Diddy Kane girl. She came out, you know what I mean? She had some foul things to say about what Diddy did to her. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, then you got the ex-girlfriend of Diddy that went on a couple different platforms now saying that he abused her. So it's just a lot of women in his past that said that he abused them. Now, when it comes to the whole male escort thing, I kind of want to say I don't believe that part.
That's the part I'm talking about. That's the part I'm really focused on. When I say that, I feel like
I kind of don't believe that
halfway. Part. I think that's just all salacious just to go ahead and get the rumors coming through. But the stuff that like the violence, I the nigga seemed like a dude that's irrational and that's just gonna snap for any reason.
So he has a history of being violent, not with females particularly. I mean, he does have some alleged situations of being violent with females, but with men, we've seen him snap. For sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, usually the way you are is the way you are. If you can't handle yourself in a situation, you know what I mean, that you are in public with another man, how you gonna handle yourself behind closed doors when you this powerful figure who you can clean it up? You know what I mean? If something go wrong, I can just send you off to a hotel for 3-4 weeks. You know what I mean? You ain't got to be seen. You know what I mean? So I do kind of believe the abuse stuff, but I ain't gonna lie, with the male escorts and all that, that part right there is what I'm just like, I think they threw that in there, like you said, to be salacious because Diddy don't like them gay rumors going on about him. So when you start making up rumors about him watching other men sleep with you and beating off to it, and I think that might be how they knew they was gonna get him to pay. Cause they knew, I mean, cause he did set a lot of. I mean, I'm guessing he paid that 30, right? It was 30 mil, right?
Yeah, he had to because he said initially her lawyer said they offer 8 figures.
So that's 10. That's 10 million or more.
Yeah, and they turned that down. So it had to get close to that number or more for them to accept it that fast. It sounded like to a position like, man, what you?
But remember though, they didn't take that offer. That's why the headline came out. So I'm thinking he paid more than that 30.
Yeah, had to. It's like it got to be that point or more, because it's like for her to just drop it that quick and move on that quick. And then I think he's when you come from a original state, like you far as like that original famous, that original super rich shit, it's you had a level of protection when media could stop. You could stop.
Yeah,
from doing something.
You heard what they said, man. They said he ain't pay his Illuminati tithes. They said that's why all the media's coming against him.
Yeah, it's funny, but nowadays, you could have Act could go and have a huge platform that's similar to goddamn 106 in Park and could be focusing on you for 3 hours.
Right, which he did.
You ain't had it.
He did.
Exactly.
Crazy part is
10 years ago.
This is what I wanted to bring up Joe Budden and Charlamagne the God for, bro. They do not keep it fucking real no more, bro.
They don't.
Charlamagne has become a shell of himself, bro. I'm from the Bronx, bro. I grew up on the Breakfast Club, bro. My whole adulthood was the Breakfast Club. He damn near said prayers to both parties. That's what he said. Prayers to both parties. But anybody else he going in on. This is the nigga who do Donkey of the Day. He literally break down people's mental health, but then want to talk about he a mental health advocate. It's crazy to me to look at who Charlamagne has become today versus I was a fan of this man, bro. I'm like, yo, bro, his takes is real. He the only nigga that's willing to say it. Now, it's like he just got no spine, bro. He's up there to just say whatever is on the notepad in front of him. So this is what happened. I don't have no opinion, but that's what happened. But then let it be somebody he don't like. Donkey of the Day.
He going in.
That's crazy to me, man. What do you think about that, bro?
Now I fuck with Charlamagne heavy. Been fucking with Charlamagne heavy, and it's in I feel two type of ways. One, I hate the PC. I hate that shit.
I hate it.
I hate that shit. It kills even the podcast. I've been listening to Brilliant Idiots for almost 10 years now. However long it's been now, I've been listening to subtract 1 year. I've been listening to that shit like crazy. So I seen the change in what I remember when they had to delete everything, all the old episodes of Brilliant Idiots, because he used to go crazy on there.
I used to love Brilliant Idiots too. Before I even knew about podcast, I didn't realize I was watching the podcast when I was watching the Brilliant Idiots shit, because I was so unhip to podcast. I just came into this internet world, bro. I was outside forever. So the internet world was new to me, but I like Charlamagne and I like Joe Budden. So I would watch shit like that, not knowing it's a podcast, but I loved it. The realness. Remember when Wax was around? Back when Wax used to be on, they used to have...
Man, that used to be funny as hell, bro.
The greatest days of podcasting.
Hell yeah, because it was so raw. You ain't trying to make sure, I got this deal and I ain't trying to mess up and stuff like that. That stuff really be fucking it up. See, I understand that shit piss me off as far as a viewer, but as far as somebody that's really understanding the business
and content creation.
It even beyond content creating, just Charlamagne, that nigga right there, that nigga gotta be careful when he go hard on anybody that has any allegations or anything going on because
of his allegations, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
That's what I be thinking about. What would you say?
But he also does pick and choose who he goes hard on about certain allegations, because he went crazy on Joe Budden about his allegations. Right. You know what I'm saying? He doubled down he damn near he started the media storm on the Joe Budden situation back when they was trying to blackball Joe Budden. From the outside looking in, I was able to see, all these media platforms are trying to kill Joe Budden's situation. As a fan, I was able to see that. You know what I mean? So it's you're able to talk about certain people, because it's not like he don't talk about people with no allegations. He just don't talk about people who might be able to have power over him. You know what I mean? Because I've definitely heard him talk about, he haven't talked about his man's Wax. There's some weird shit going on with Wax. I don't really know too much about it, so I won't really talk about it. But he never came out and talked about nothing he don't talk about stuff that's actually related to him, which blows mine. It's bro, Diddy has been on this platform before. Y'all worked for Diddy. Y'all used to work for Revolt. This shit is popular news, nigga. You supposed to get on here and give an opinion do I think it's real? Do I not? Even Joe Budden disappointed me with his take on this shit. Joe Budden basically said, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bros. I know y'all depend on me for an opinion, but on this one, bro, I can't give you no opinion. That's my industry, nigga.
I seen dudes say, he said whatever. It looked like he looked at the landscape. I think he did an episode, got some shit off, looked at the landscape and saying, "Oh, I'm the only one that's gonna be the only one saying this." delete. As we said, I had to edit the episode before I put it out. I put it out on Patreon and everything because I think he had an opinion, and I don't know if it's gonna be a good one based on
So you think he might have went in? He might have kept it real. He might have went in on Diddy, but he realized that the media is not going in on Diddy. He didn't want to be the only one.
Nah, I think that nigga was caping for Diddy.
Oh, you think he was caping in his response? And then he deleted it. He edited it.
Yeah, because from what I did see, I think the flip dude was trying to say y'all need to go in harder from what they left in.
Yeah,
but it still was kind of vague. So I think he was gonna cape for Diddy while they having some conversation and focusing. I don't think he wanted to cape like that.
Yeah,
because he said the vlogs gonna eat that shit up. Yeah, I think he just edited it out.
I mean, he has caped for Diddy before. I ain't gonna lie. I watched the Joe Budden podcast. The Joe Budden podcast is one of them podcasts that whenever it drop, I'ma tune in. Whether I'm listening to it while I'm at work or something like that, I'ma tune in. And he has caped for Diddy before. But also, I respect Joe because he caped for his people. Like, he definitely do have a favoritism towards the people he rock with, which I feel like you should have that in this media space. Like, I feel like as people who do media, we should have grace on other media personalities. You feel me? I do feel that. You feel me? Because we do media, so we should have grace on other media personalities. So I get that. But Diddy would not shed no grace on no motherfucking Joe Budden if it was something that he had to just come out and say. Nigga, Diddy done violated before. He'll violate again. Did he fire that nigga Joe Budden? You know what I'm saying? Like,
say the union,
like, so where's the connection? Why you got a cape for him? Like,
I think them niggas scared, bro. I think them niggas really real deal scared, bro.
Cause Diddy blowing cars up, man.
Blowing cars up, hanging niggas out the window. You see?
I saw that shit, bro. I gotta react to that on live. I'm gonna jump on stream later on and react to that, bro. I saw it.
Crazy.
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie, man. If Diddy was doing that type of stuff, though, just because you talking to Cassie, man, imagine what type of hands I hate to say it, bro, but I could imagine him putting hands and feet on her if he going that hard about her being around a nigga like.
Gee, bro, like, and bro, I got what's the name, a huge male following. They be really sensitive about shit like that when it comes to accusations on men. But it's niggas out here whooping some chicks' ass.
Now I know that. But
people act like it don't happen.
The people who they don't want it to come out on, they don't come out on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you notice that. Like, it's always, you heard this, but it can't be proven. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I guess that's just how it is, though, bro. You protect, like you said, they're protected by media. I don't know if it's because they work with media or they pay media. I don't know. I'm not that high up in media to know how that works. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like certain people, they got a cloak. Like, I'm never going to report bad on this, or I'm not going to report if the rest of the world not reporting on it. Feel me? You notice the Shade Room don't report on certain shit. You know what I mean? The Shade Room report on what they want to report on, you know?
I be seeing that shit in my comment section. Oh, the Shade Room ain't gonna post this. I be seeing that shit.
Because I'm one of them people that I call them girls in the Shade Room comments, like Shade Room warriors. Like, they defend any, like, basically, if the Shade Room reports something this way, everybody in the comments agrees with the way they posted it. Which to me, that's just like, bro, I love women who have that. I'm an independent thinker. Like, I like women who, like, they might see something, but even if it's me, even if I'm telling you something, like, don't disagree with me off of just because I said it. Like, take what I said, open it up, and see what you think about it. Like, I like open thinkers. Like, a lot of the times the Shade Room comments just be, like, so gullible. Like, they don't even think. Like, if, put it like this, like, if Megan Thee Stallion said, no, Partisan Fontaine whole song is corny and him expressing himself is corny, the whole Shade Room is like, that's corny. Even though he responded to some shit you said. But you know how that go.
I went in on that shit recently, but that shit threw me the fuck off.
You did a video on it?
Up, bro. I ain't put it out yet. I gotta edit that shit, but I'll put it out probably tomorrow morning or whatever. But yeah, he told ass up, bro. Why would you beef? Why would you start a rap beef with a fucking gold ass writer? Why would you do that?
His pen is elite. Pen is elite, bro.